Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people. And most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is that appreciation equals your happiness. I want to take time to talk about this today, man, because everybody have a lot to be grateful for, and if they can just simply realize that, then immediately their state of their emotion will change. Maybe from worrying or stress to being grateful and happy. You know what I'm saying? And it's good for you to understand that, and it's that in all circumstances, even when you feel the saddest or the worst, if you really were to make a list of all the things that is going great for you, then you realize you have no reason to be sad. You know what I'm saying? Or unhappy. It's like the little things in life, man, is what really matters. You know what I'm saying? It's like, be grateful, number one, for the fact that, look, man, you're able to wake up in good health. You know what I'm saying? That's something that so many people take for granted, but ask anybody who is sick all the time, they'll tell you they would trade places with you in a heartbeat. So be grateful for that, people. You know, the fact that you have a job or you have a business that actually provides for your living, be grateful for that, man. There's a lot of people that don't have that opportunity that would be extremely grateful and gracious to have such an opportunity. So the fact that you do, please stop taking that for granted and be grateful for that, people. If you have a companion, you know what I'm saying, somebody that you genuinely love and somebody that genuinely love and care for you, man, do not take that for granted, man. I want you to count your blessings, people, and just realize that that is indeed what it is. It's a blessing to have these things. You know what I'm saying? And it takes time sometime, where I would say on a weekly basis or on a daily basis, if you ask me, think about all the things that you got going for you, man, that maybe you didn't have maybe a year ago, a couple years ago, or even months ago. You know what I'm saying? And what it does, people, is that it makes you present to the realities of your life, because there's always a lot of good things that's going on. It's just that people choose to not acknowledge them. And the unfortunate result of that, people, is that if you don't appreciate the things you have, then, you know, unfortunately, God's not going to bless you with more, man, because you have to show graciousness, appreciation for the things you have in order for Him to bless you with more, you know? And what I'm saying, you already know it to be true, and you understand it, because we're the same way. Is that if we're giving and doing for people that are ungrateful and don't appreciate what we do for them, then the next go around, we're not going to want to do it. And even if we do it, we're very reluctant to do it, because everybody want to feel appreciated. You know what I mean? So the fact that you have been blessed repeatedly on a daily basis, God wants you to appreciate that, man, and let Him know that you're grateful for what you have. Therefore, He realized that He could trust you with more, you know? But I want you to just really look over your life, man, and just find all the things that is working out for you. And if you really focus on those more than you do on the things that are not, then genuinely, immediately, you'll find that a lot of that stress and anxiety that you have will disappear. Another thing too, people, is that you'll find, as you really seriously take the time to reflect on the things that are going right for you, it genuinely builds up your level of joy. You're going to find yourself genuinely feeling happier about your situation, you know? And it's priceless, man. The feeling that I'm sharing with you is a great feeling, man, you know? And it's like what I've truly learned to treasure, people, recently over the last year or so, is that obviously it's never going to be about the material possessions, because that come and go. Even your looks come and go, people. But you know what remains the same is that genuinely feelings inside of you, man. You know, the feelings inside of you, people, the emotions, the positive emotions that you feel, you know, will definitely It'll definitely enhance your life. I promise you that, you know. And what I realized too, people, is that when you feel joy, you find yourself that it's a lot easier to be happy. It's a lot easier to smile. It also develop and increase your level of peace, man, which, if you ask me, is the greatest asset out here, is to genuinely have peace, people. That to me is priceless, you know. You have to find what's important to you, but for me, that's definitely one, is to have a genuine sense of peace and genuine joy and happiness, man, you know. And that can only come, people, by appreciating what you have, being grateful for what you have, and, you know, focusing on that. And don't get me wrong, that's not to say you don't acknowledge the things, your shortcomings or things that are not working out. You acknowledge them, people, but you don't dwell on them, because that's not who you are. You know what I mean? We get to choose that on a daily basis. We are who we choose to be, people. And I'm suggesting for you to choose to focus on the happiness and the greatness that's happening in your life. And the things that you need to work on, all you can do is work on them. Just do that. And over time, those weaknesses or issues will resolve themselves and become strengths of yours, you know? Anyways, people, that's the entire message today, man. I really just want you to really take time and be gracious. Be very appreciative. Express that to the people that's in your life. I don't care who they are, man. Employees, co-workers, your boss, you know, your significant others and kids, you know. I want you to take the time today, if you haven't been doing it, and be grateful to them. I want you to let them know that you're very grateful to have them in your life, and you're very grateful for their contribution to your life, people. Because the more you express gratitude, people, believe me, it makes and inspires those people to want to give their best and want to do more. I know that for a fact, okay? Anyways, man, shout out to Jamaica, man, the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. And shout out to the entire Caribbean, man. As always, people, you already know that my mandate from God and purpose for being here is to unite the Caribbean and Africa, you know. And the way we do it, people, and I say it every day, is that we united, we stand, divided, we fall, people. And now is like the perfect time, people, because it's like it's an awakening that's happening around the world, man, where the veil of illusions are disappearing and people is starting to see things for what it really is, you know what I'm saying? And right now, people across the board, man, it's like, I really want us to basically realize, again, nobody's coming to save us, man. We have to save ourselves as black people across the world, man. Africa, the Caribbean, the diaspora from Africa, all over the world, man. I want you guys to unite and start really finding ways how to help and support and inspire and motivate each other, man. That's what unity looks like, people. And the more we do that, people, that is the only way we'll manifest God's vision for this world, which is to create the greatest prosperity period in the history of this world, because that will come from Africa and the Caribbean, you know? So in the meantime, people, let's work on that, all right? Let's work on uniting, man. Support each other's business, encourage each other. Find something good to say, man. If you ain't got nothing good to say, well, keep on moving, all right? That's how that goes. Anyways, my declaration over your life, people, number one is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three, people, is that you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that you really, really, really take the time this weekend to really find and create a list of things that you should be grateful for. Maybe you're just not as grateful as you can be, so increase your level of gratitude. And I promise you, people, going into next week, you'll find yourself growing over the weekend, because you're going to find yourself feeling a lot of positive emotions. And just know that positive emotions is what raise your frequencies and energy. And as you raise your frequency, people, then what happens is attract the result of experiencing positive emotions, people. And that's really why, above everything, why I want you to focus on that, people. See, I know that nobody can ever truly be happy unless they're gracious for the things they have and appreciate what they have, you know? With that being said, people, look, man, y'all have an amazing day, and we'll talk tomorrow.